So a game you can probably call an ugly win. But what are your initial thoughts on the result?
Yeah, listen, you know, first and foremost, I think the biggest thing today was keeping the clean sheet. We have been putting a lot of pressure on our defence and goalkeeper to keep clean sheets, because that's the baseline of winning any games of football. If you keep clean sheets, it puts us on a platform to go and win the game, and that was the first and foremost thing that we've done, was to keep a clean sheet. Then obviously, you know, from what we've got on the field, attacking wise, midfield and everything, I always think that we can score goals, there's no doubt about it. And today we created a bundle of chances that, you know, we've won 1-0, but that's definitely flattered Canning Town. We could have been 4s, 5s, you know, easily. So yeah, it's a win at the end of the day.
Yeah. So the players were a little bit disappointed at the end of the game, and I think that's probably because, as you just said, you know, they missed a lot of chances. But you also said at the end of the game that a 1-0 win is the hardest. No, it's the hardest win to secure at the end of the day.
Yeah, listen, boys were upset because at the end of the day, their standards are high at the minute. You know, we've worked hard in pre-season, and the bar's been set quite high, and it's about these boys reaching those heights. And you know, we back them every week, and we know what we've got. We know what we've got missing as well, and you know, they walk off the pitch with 1-0, and everyone's heads are down. And that's why I said, pick your heads up. You know, I'd be more frustrated if we wasn't creating chances. You know, because if you're not creating chances, then you've got to look at yourself and say, well, what's going on here? But we created numbers of chances today, and you know, yes, they're disappointed because we didn't win more than 1-0. But that's why I said, pick your heads up. We've won 1-0. You can only get 3 points in the game of football, and that's what we've gone and done.
Yeah. But defensively, another assured, apart from the lapse at the end, obviously, but defensively, another assured performance.
Yeah, we look solid at the back. We really do. We've worked hard. I've spoken to them at length, tried to give them some information. They've taken it on board, and you know, defensively we've been spot on. You know, we give them a chance right on the 90th minute, which, you know, wow, if they go and score that, then you know, it could be a different conversation now. But you know, credit to them, they listened and they've really stepped up. Leachy and Lou Robinson have been monsters. Louis Green, you know, we dragged him out of retirement for this sole reason. You know, he's definitely one of the best goalkeepers in this league already, and he's nearly 40 years old. And you know, and that is the baseline. Then my fullbacks are outrageous. You know, Clarkey and Pat have been superb. And there's pressure. There's so much competition within the team. There's people who are leaving out for these guys, and they know that they've got to bring it every week for us, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah. But mentioning Louis Robinson, how important was it for him to have a full pre-season?
Yeah, Lou Robinson, this is probably his first pre-season properly in about 3 years, and myself and Tom have spoke at length about this, and he just looks like a completely different animal, and long may it continue. You know, we put a lot of pressure on him because we've been saying for years he has to step up, he has to become the man, he has to be the main man, and rightly so, that's what he's doing at the minute, and full credit to him, and long may it continue.
Yeah. So it's a week off until, I think it's, is it Swift's next game, I think?
Gallywood.
Gallywood, okay. Yeah, so it's a week off. Is there anything you're going to be doing different in training based on today?
I'm hoping that we do something different on Wednesday. I've got to speak to Nashi and try and get Nashi in to do some extra work with these boys, which obviously they won't look forward to. But we need to go hard on them, and then obviously Saturday we won't do nothing. We'll let them do something, and they know what they've got to do, and we'll document that. And then obviously we go into the following week before we go to Gallywood. So we'll make sure we're ready. There's no doubt about it. Like I said, the work that we've been putting in, we won't be throwing away just for a week off.
Cool, great stuff.
Thank you.
Cheers.